In this video, I'm going to show you how I wear this wig and how I style it. I have kept the editing very minimal on purpose because I want you to see the real process. No shortcuts, no filters, just how I actually do it. Let's start. So first I wear the band. This band is what keeps the wig secure. It distributes the grip evenly and prevents the slipping. Now, if your hair is short like mine, you can make a low pony and tuck it inside the wig. If your hair is longer, I suggest making a braid and buckling it in while wearing the wig. That keeps everything flat and balanced. Now I am placing the wig on my head. I tuck my natural hair inside and then I flipped it up and adjusted the hairline. So, if you are a first time wig user, this can feel slightly tricky. But honestly, after wearing it once or twice, you will get used to it. It's not that much difficult, it just needs practice. So, there is one simple rule that you have to remember: adjust the wig until you feel comfortable in it. Don't rush, don't panic. Just adjust until it feels like it belongs there. Once the wig fits well, everything else becomes easy. Now comes the blending. If you have natural front hair, take a little bit out and blend it with the wig. So, this instantly makes the hairline look more realistic. But if you don't have front hair to blend, you should ideally go for a front lace wig. But however, if you prefer a bio base wig and still want softness in the front, you can cut the bangs into the wig. That gives a seamless finish without needing for blending. So here's a pro tip I have learned after styling hundreds of clients. Your front hair should be slightly shorter if you want easy blending. Long front hair takes more effort to blend and over the time it becomes tiring. Shorter front hair equals to easier blending equals to more realistic results. So this is something I've learned after years of daily wig styling. So without styling, even our natural hair doesn't look good. So why expect a wig to look perfect straight out of the box? Now I'm styling the front section. I always take small sections. Small sections are easier to manage, easier to style, and give better control. If you take big sections, you will struggle. This wig is freestyle and I have straightened it lightly, nothing extreme. So here is how it looks from the back because it is 100% human hair. It moves naturally and that movement makes a big difference. So here is the slip test also. No clips, no glue, and it's not moving. That's the importance of correct fitting and construction. I'm showing you different angles so you can see the scalp, the hairline, and the movement. Raw, real, no heavy edits. So the wig is still intact, it doesn't move, and the scalp is also looking very natural. So here's how it looks without wig. Now let's style it. First look, the easiest one. I'm taking some front hair and clipping it back with the clutcher. This is something we all do daily, but here's the rule. Don't tighten the front too much. If you want to look natural, the front must stay loose. Remember, the front must stay loose. You can pull out a few baby hairs for the softness. So, tight front means wig look, loose front means natural look. So, here is the back view also. Comfortable, easy, every day. Now I am tying it up fully with a clutcher. Again, same rule. Do not tighten the front. Loosen it slightly, let it breathe, take a few strands out. That softness makes it believable. This style works with Indian wear and Western wear both. It's very versatile. We do it daily on our hair. So now I will show you how I tie them back. So you can take the front section only to the back and use a clutcher or bobby pins to hold it. It also looks very natural. So the rule is same. You have to keep the front loose and let it breathe, and it looks really natural. So let me show you the complete front and back. Now let's do a ponytail. Take all the hair back, tie it gently with a rubber band. Now here's something important. When you tie it, don't pull the ponytail upward aggressively. Instead, slightly pull downward at the base so it doesn't lift the crown unnaturally. Then gently tighten the pony. You can make it medium high and again loosen the front slightly. This is what keeps it natural. And a tight, pulled back front exposes the wigs. A relaxed front blends them. You can also pull the nape downwards to make it look natural. I have kept this video raw so you can see how long it actually takes, how much effort is really needed, and what the realistic process looks like, because styling is a part of owning a wig. And once you understand this, it becomes second nature. This wig is easy to wear, easy to style, and secure. But remember, fit matters first, then blending, then styling. When those three are correct, you stop adjusting your wig, you stop checking the mirror, you just move confidently, and that's when nobody questions it. I have styled hundreds of wigs, and do you know what I've realized? It's never just about the hair, it's about how you feel when you wear it. When the wig fits properly, when it blends naturally, when it moves like your own hair, something shifts. You stop worrying if it's visible, you stop adjusting it every 5 minutes, you stop touching it to check it, and you just live in it. If this raw styling helped you, give this video a thumbs up. It tells me you want more real, detailed tutorial like this.